WCM. And now I would like to introduce the head of delegations. From the host country, Vietnam side, with warm welcome Lieutenant General Nguyen Song Thi, Vice President of Veteran of VAVN. From Veteran Association of Brunei Armed Forces, Lieutenant Colonel Ramli Ab Hadith, Secretary General. From Cambodia Veteran Association, General Vias Savan, Permanent Deputy Secretary General. From region, Veteran Republic Indonesia, General Abdul Andi, Chairman of LVRAI, Expert Team of Foreign Affairs. From Lao Veteran Federation, Lieutenant Colonel Samsing Song Sen Hing, Secretary of the Federations. From Veterans Association of Malaysia Armed Forces, Lieutenant Colonel Taju Alkim Tuhari, Secretary General. From Myanmar, Brigadier General Mien Hian, Joint Secretary of the World Veterans Organizations. From Philippines, Commodore Salvador Agustria, Vice President of Operation, Veteran Federation of Philippines. From Singapore, Brigadier General Wilson Chaw, President of the Singapore Armed Forces Veteran League. From Thailand, Lieutenant General Bupok Changluong, Deputy Director General of the World Veteran Organization of Thailand. I would like to invite head of delegation from country to raise your right hand for an online group photo. Excellency, please raise your right hand and smile for a few seconds. Please raise your right hand and smile for a few seconds. Head of delegation, please raise your right hand. Or raise your right hand, head of delegation from various countries, so that we can have a group screenshot. I'm counting from 1, 2, 3, please. Thank you very much. And now, may I invite the Mr. Chairman to chair our conference. I would like to send my best regard to all ladies and gentlemen, and I wish you good health and best wishes, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of VAVN, I would like to send my warmest regard to all representatives, from all members of the VECONAP attending the WCM today. First and foremost, I'd like to present my greetings and best wishes from Senior Lieutenant General Nguyen Van Der, Chair of VECONAP, President of VAVN, to all of you, and he wish, and I would like to wish our meetings become a great success. Ladies and gentlemen, as the 40 years of establishment and development of VECONAP, this is the first time that our member state convene organizing WCM using the online platform. On this occasion, I'd like to thank all the leaders and representatives from VECONAP members for your cooperation to organize this WCM using online platform. As you know, in the year 2020, COVID-19 outbreak has taken the lives of more than 500,000 people and causing heavy damage to the economy of the world and changed the life of humans. Currently, COVID-19 still developed complicated in the Southeast Asia area and in many areas, also impact many facets in the life as well as the society of many countries, including diplomatic activity. Therefore, leadership from the government of Vietnam decided to organize all meetings using 2020 using online platform.
Hội cựu chiến binh Việt Nam tin tưởng sâu sắc rằng với tinh thần đoàn kết, hợp tác, ủng hộ lẫn nhau, chúng ta chắc chắn chiến thắng dịch bệnh COVID-19, giúp nhau hoàn thành nhiệm vụ trong những giai đoạn khó khăn như hiện nay. Thưa các vị đại biểu, thưa các vị, tháng 12 năm 2019, chúng ta đã cùng nhau có mặt.
We have been there in Phnom Penh to attend the VConnect 19. I'd like to show our administration and hospitality of our Cambodian colleague to have successfully organized the VConnect 19. I'd like to propose congratulate to Cambodia. Today we are here to review the preparation for the 33rd EBM and the VConnect 20 GA20, which would be expect to be one agenda, so that we can organize in an online platform on 15 December 2020. I believe that with the determination and our spirit, we will successfully overcome everything to contribute to the EBM, the third, and the VConnect 20. Lastly, I would like to wish you good health and success to our working committee's meeting. VConnect forever, forever VConnect. Thank you. Now, I'd like to propose the Secretary General to adopt the agenda for today's meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to show the agenda to you, and it has been sent to you previously. First is the introduction of delegates that is done. The screenshot has been done. 3 opening remarks also we have done. The 4th item is adoption of agenda we are doing. 5 is matters arising. First is review of implementation of the resolution 19.1, safeguarding and preserving the historical and military events. 2, reviewing the implementation of resolution 19.3, resolution to develop a vision and a mission statement of VConnect. 3 is new resolution proposed. 6, announcement of the online 23rd EBM and the 20th GA to be organized on December 15, 2020. Review and adopt the agenda of 23rd EBM and the 20th GA. 8, confirmation of the WVOS chair of the 34th EBM for the 21st GA to be submitted to the 20th General Assembly. 9, to the adoption of the report. 10 is to review the 20th draft joint communique to be submitted on the 20th GA. 12, closing remark. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, on the GA19 we have passed 14 resolution. The 19.1 resolution safeguarding the preparation of historical and military events. To be able to do this, I'd like to propose the Secretary General to report on this. Ladies and gentlemen, until today, the Secretariat of VConnect in Hanoi has received the information from 4th member states. I would like to show to do as follows. 1, Malaysia. They have shared with the military historical spot in Malaysia, site in Malaysia. Singapore, they have shared the Civilian War Memorial and the former Ford factory. For Thailand, they have shared 3 events. 1 is the Royal Thai Army Museum in honor of His Majesty the King. 2nd is the National Memorial 3 is the Rajabati Park. 4th is Vietnam. We have shared 2 sites. One is a mausoleum of the President Ho Chi Minh. Second is the Vietnam Military History Museum. I'd like to propose all countries to continue sending the list to the Secretaries before 31st December 2020. Thank you.
Các vị đại biểu.
Ladies and gentlemen, so the 19 GA had also passed through the joint business settlement. We have not had the time for passing through it. We see that the visions and have been reflect upon the vision and mission have been reflect upon the Vegonak Constitution. Now I'd like to give the floor to you for discussion regarding the 1903 vision mission of Vegonak. I propose the first option that most countries agree to. So option 2 is that if there is something arise, so would you agree upon that we should not have a resolution 1903 on vision and mission, or if you have other opinion, please raise your voice, and I'm looking forward to listen to your feedback or comment.
Tôi xin nhắc lại tại
I'd like to repeat that at the 19th GA we have adopted the resolution 1903 to build on the vision and mission of Vegonak. We haven't got the time to draft this resolution, so that from Vietnam side we believe that the vision and mission of Vegonak have already shown in the charter constitution of Vegonak, so that we do not need to repeat this content. So I'd like to seek your opinion of all the head of delegation, especially when you share that 2 scenario. 1 is if all agree that with the resolution 19, scenario 2, if we still have differences, we will put it to the 20th GA to discuss on this December. Please give your comment on these matters. Thank you. Please, Malaysia.
I attended the last working committee meeting in Siem Reap, if I'm not mistaken. I think we had a draft. Vision and mission on the screen. Thank you.
Ý tôi sẽ chiếu lại. Các
We will seek more comments from other countries, and then we will show it on the screen as proposed by Malaysia. Is it okay for you? If you have further comment, Malaysia, please continue. Other than that, we will seek comment from other countries.
I'm okay.
Malaysia thì
Indonesia, please.
No, I think what sorry, Mr. Chairman, not that one.
Này là nói tiếng Indo thì nhìn ra tiếng Anh nữa hai cái nữa. Tại vì chưa nghe thấy cái âm thanh của Indo ạ.
Indonesia, we haven't heard from you. Please repeat what you have said, sir.
Well, actually, I'm still confusing about the resolution number 19-3. I agree that Vietnam, that actually already written in the Article 3, the objective in our Constitution. So how do we have to rewrite the vision and mission again? Thank you.
Ở đây thì các nước khác.
Any other comments from other countries, please? Brunei, please. Brunei, please.
Share the WhatsApp group the what I call the copy of the Annex A to Resolutions 19-3 in the WhatsApp group.
Tức là gọi cái 19-3 là khó khăn rồi. Rồi là tầm nhìn và sứ mệnh của vị quân hạt rồi cho nên không nhận được. Các nước khác.
Other countries, please.
Singapore.
Singapore, please.
This resolution 19-3, we deliberated on the need to have it, and thereafter it was then tabled to be a resolutions to be done. I think this is over a few meetings, and Malaysia has actually submitted the first draft of what it would look like. Right? We have not adopted it yet because we have not finalized all the necessary wordings. But in the meeting itself, or before we came to this stage, we realized that there's probably a need for us to have this clearly stated upfront, although it is stated inside the Constitution. Most organizations have it upfront like a mission and vision. So that is the reason we have said that we should work on it, right? Since we are not able to have this discussed here, may I propose that this be carried forward, whether need or not, to be discussed in subsequent meeting. So can I suggest that 19-3 be brought forward to be discussed again in future meeting? Thank you.
Thank you. Các nước khác.
Other countries, please.
Ở đây thì các ngài còn
Please have further comments. We believe that from Singaporean, they have shared that all the contents of the 19-3 resolution to show that is already in the Constitution. However, we should put forward to subsequent meetings. I'd like to seek your comment on this proposal from Singapore.
ý kiến đồng ý. Tôi xin hỏi lại là
I'd like to repeat that after the comments from Malaysia, Indonesia, and the proposal from Singapore, especially from Singapore, to put these content to the subsequent meeting, if other countries agree with the proposal from Singapore, I'd like to seek your support so that our secretary will put it to the agenda of the next meeting. If you agree, please raise your hand. Thank you. So that everybody support this proposal to put it to the subsequent meetings. Thank you. Now we move to the next agenda item to discuss on the proposing resolution. Apart from what I have discussed earlier, if you have any newer resolution to be proposed for the next meeting to be discussed, please raise your hand. Malaysia, please.
A draft resolution. I have sent by WhatsApp to the Secretariat. Can I show it now?
Xin mời.
Please go ahead, sir.
Can you see on the screen?
Thế là các
Chưa thấy à?
Yeah, please give me a moment. Now we can see it.
Okay.
Is it?
So can I continue to read the resolution? Noting that the VECONEC logo with details was included in the VECONEC Constitution, recognizing that VECONEC has its own flag, which has been used since its inception, and it has been considered and accepted as one of the symbols of solidarity in VECONEC entity, propose that the VECONEC flag with detailed explanation is to be included in the VECONEC Constitution, and it is to be inserted as paragraph 3 under Article 1, identity in the Constitution. 2, the VECONEC Secretariat is to take the necessary action in preparing the proposal to be tabled to the 33rd EBM for endorsement, thereafter submitting to the 20th GA for approval. Thank you.
Nói có một cái cơ.
Chuyện ví dụ về công tác đưa về dân chưa được chúng tôi đã ghi nhận đề nghị các nước khác
Thế như các nước khác.
I'd like to listen to other countries for any of your comment. If you have any proposal or comment that you want to make. So I recall during our virtual consulting meetings with Singapore, I recall that Singapore had two resolutions. I think the first one we proposed is Cambodia for the result of the GA for 19.
Yeah.
And the second I think the second regard is about the COVID-19. Is that correct?
Bệnh Covid này rất quan trọng.
I think that the two resolution drafts that you mentioned is very important.
Yeah. Can I say something?
I would like to invite Singapore for some
Yeah.
comment or remark you want to make. Thank you.
Okay. It is. I'm proposing a resolution to be included in the first one, which has got can be divided into two resolutions. First resolution is about certificate of appreciation to the President, the Secretary General, and Treasurer General of the host country for the previous meeting, which is Cambodia. So there is one resolution. The second resolution is about an appreciation to the host country, which is a separate resolution that is for Cambodia. So these two resolutions is to appreciate the conduct of the meetings hosted by Cambodia. The third resolution concerns all of us. It is about putting across a resolution that talks about COVID-19 and how it affects us, and I think we can have a point that is put inside the resolution. The detailed drafting, I have not drafted it out, just for consideration.
Trình bày cái hội thảo, sau cái hội thảo. Singapore có dự kiến cái hội thảo gì đến
ghi nhận và Brunei mời
các nước khác.
So I'd like to invite other countries, and we duly noted of your two proposals. Thank you, Singapore. Any other country would like to make a comment? I think Brunei, you got it. Or Malaysia? I'd like to give the floor to first for Malaysia and then Brunei.
Can you show the draft resolution on the screen? If there is a written one. Thank you.
Just a proposal have not been crafted yet, so these are ideas for us to include inside the resolution.
Noted. Thank you.
Mời Brunei.
Brunei, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you also for the resolutions from Singapore. In fact, when I checked back our resolutions 19-13 and also 19-12, it has been closed in the last 1938, and it's good. And for the last resolution, regards of COVID-19, we should be drafting a resolution for this, because we're not sure when COVID-19 will settle. In fact, it also refers to our second draft resolution for this committee meeting. We'll show it later. Thank you.
Indonesia.
Indonesia, please.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank to Mr. Indonesia is supportive for your proposal for a new resolution. And the second one for Pak Tajul, your new resolution is about the flag is not including in constitution yet, right? Pak Tajul, yes, I agree with you. I think you must consider about that to be included in our constitution. Thank you.
Xin cảm ơn.
Thank you. Any other country have any proposal?
Thái Lan.
Thailand, please.
Good morning. I would like to propose some of draft resolution on the amendment to the Reconnect Constitution. Since the COVID-19 pandemic situation in many countries around the world is still progressing, okay, I will go on. Is still progressing and has continually affected thousands of lives in many countries. In Southeast Asia, we must be extremely cautious about the secondary waves of the virus and may have to postpone the organizing of the meeting and other activity related to Reconnect until the situation is stabilized. In this regard, for the benefits to all member countries and in conformity with objectives of Reconnect's Constitution, the World Veteran Organization of Thailand would like to add the following provision of Article 11 as follows. Article 11.2. In the case that any crisis or emergency situations affect Reconnect meetings, such as COVID-19 pandemic, the Reconnect meeting shall be postponed until those situations and stabilized. The postponement can only be declared upon the discretion of 2/3 of all members. If the situation have not improved, Reconnect meetings can be arranged via virtually. That's all.
Xin cảm ơn ngài. Có ý kiến không?
Thank you, Thailand, and I would like to listen to any other comment from other country.
Have any further initiatives, Brunei, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think it's raised by Singapore and Thailand with regards of this effect of pandemic on the future Reconnect meetings. We agree it should become a draft solutions. We discuss further. Thank you.
Ngoài những
Apart from these above comment, if there are any other comments, we look forward for candid discussion so that we can put forward new resolutions. Indonesia, please?
Malaysia, I would like to refer to Article 11
Từ
In the
Malaysia,
Constitution.
xin nói đến nước
in the
Điều
Constitution,
11
Article
trong
11.
hiến chương,
It stated that 11.1
tại điều 11.1
administrative proceedings and
các
rules
cái
to
hoạt
be
động hành
observed
chính và các
during the
cần phải
meetings
được
of the
tuân thủ
Executive Board and the
của
General
Ban
Assembly
chủ tịch
shall be
và
determined
hội
by
nghị
a host member.
do cái nước chủ tịch quyết định. Thì trong người hiến chương đã nói rõ.
I think that is a very wide sort of explanation.
Sự giải thích rất là nghĩa rất là rộng.
Malaysia is in support of a draft resolution by Thailand. However, we would like to say that having meeting virtually is not going to be very effective because of the limitation on interaction. So I think we should think again on conducting a meeting, especially the EBM and General Assembly virtually. Thank you.
Xin cảm ơn các ngài.
Thank you. Gentlemen, we've heard what you have discussed in this meeting. We believe, on principle, we agree with the new initiatives to move forward new resolution for the 20th General Assembly. There's 3 outstanding issues. One, regarding the Constitution, we wish to have the physical meetings so that we can have interactions and engagement easier. However, not just Vietnam, but all countries around the world has been affected by COVID-19 greatly. Till today, we have not been able to confirm when COVID-19 will be overcome. That's why we have proposed to have the working committees meeting online, and the 20th General Assembly on December, we will also have it virtually. This it's objective. We have to accept and have to do it. However, during this meeting, after your comment, we have to have some feedback as follows. One, for Brunei, for Malaysia, want to have the flag. We need to explain the flag so that we have all the content of the flags. Because we have the logo, then now we have a flag. We need to have the explanation on the flag so that we can sell the ideas of the General Assembly. Secondly, for Singapore and some other countries has proposed, we believe that it's very sensible, which is to honor the success of Cambodia to host the 90th General Assembly, and having the consultation meeting between Vietnam and Singapore. We already discussed on that, and we will propose to put forward in this meeting. The next one is that we believe is sensible is to have the resolution on the resolution against COVID-19 from VCONAC, because COVID-19 has great negative effect on all matters of life. For Thailand, because of the COVID-19 has been dragging on, that's why we need to have a resolution also to discuss on the organization of the 20th General Assembly and the subsequent meetings, how we conduct the subsequent meeting. So amending the constitution, very important. For Thailand, to postpone other meetings of ECONUC because of the COVID-19 until it has been overcome. We believe, even though our meeting is not physically, but with the spirit of the resolution has been adopted, we are having discussion and sharing information among our countries. I believe that this should maintain the postponement of the meetings. I think we should discuss on the following agenda items. So I'd like to recap some of the comments. For now, to amend the constitution, we need to discuss at the General Assembly. Now Indonesia, I'd like to give the floor to you.
Indonesia.
Thank you very much. I'm thinking, because there's the new resolution could be written in the constitution, I think we agree that the COVID-19 is effective in all fields of our life. But in this, I think we have to mention not only COVID-19. Can we just change the words, like for the emergency situation, something like that? Because okay, this year or maybe next year still COVID-19, but another year maybe will come another, which is disease coming, but not COVID-19. So we can use it in other words, not only COVID-19, because it will be written in Constitution. Thank you.
Thank you. Indonesia. Other countries, please. Malaysia, please.
Can I propose a word of calamity?
Tôi có thể
Not instead of about the COVID-19 whatever. Mr. Chairman, can I read the definition for calamity? The definition is an event causing great and often sudden damage or distress or disaster. That is the word of meaning of calamity. Thank you.
Brunei có ý kiến gì không?
Brunei, you have any comments? Please, the floor is yours.
Xin mời. Chưa nghe thấy tiếng của Brunei đâu.
Brunei, please repeat. We have not received what you've said. Brunei, please repeat. We have not received what you are saying.
Sorry, I missed my. Okay, from Brunei, we agree with the what you call the recommendations by Malaysia using the word calamity instead of COVID-19. Calamity such as man-made disaster, natural disaster, pandemic, etc., etc., etc. Thank you.
Còn ai có ý kiến không ạ?
Is there any other further comments? Thailand, please. Malaysia, please. Sorry, Malaysia, you have the floor.
I'd like to invite Singapore to say something. General Winston, please.
Malay mời ngài Singapore.
So we heard the